Hey everyone, Tyler here with Mannys, and today we're asking the question that weighs on most guitarists' minds at some point in their playing career: Gibson or Epiphone? Is Gibson really worth that extra money, or are we likely to be just as happy with the Epiphone equivalent? I've got two Les Paul classics here today from Gibson and Epiphone, both in Honeyburst, and as you can see, they present almost identically. Both guitars sit in each brand's modern line of Les Pauls. They both feature the push-pull controls and uncovered zebra-look pickups. Probably the biggest difference at first glance of the specs is the Gibson has a 9-hole weight-relieved body, while the Epiphone does not. But we actually found the Epiphone was still a smidge lighter, even without that weight relief. But let's not get bogged down in the details straight away. Let's get some sounds happening, see if we can hear a difference, and later on we'll sweat some of the details. To keep it really simple today, we're playing through a Strymon Iridium for our amp sounds, so let's dive into the clean tones. Yeah, so there's definitely a subtle difference there, but it's there. There's depth and a 3D-ness, and there's a harmonic content to. It's like something that's really hard to describe about it. I don't know, whatever buzzword's gonna work for you, but that really sings. Let's try the neck pickup and see how it sounds. Yeah, again, there's just a weight that the Gibson carries. All right, let's check out the push-pull functions. Now, this is a key differentiator between the Les Paul Classics and the Les Paul Standards. The Standards don't have this, whereas the Epiphone has the coil splitting and the Gibson has the coil tapping. So let's check them out and see how they sound. Unsurprisingly, a bit of a difference there given the different wiring, but let's get on to the fun part, the drive sounds. Okay, so both guitars are clearly capable of some great tones. You know, they both have the Les Paul thing. The Gibson just has it a little bit more. But in a band mix, it's going to be really hard to tell, and especially on the drive channel, it really disguises it a little bit. But let's have a chat about the elephant in the room, the price difference. There's a number of factors at play here, but the big one is that Gibson Les Pauls are handmade in the USA, using processes similar or the same as they've always used, whereas Epiphones are mass-produced in China. The overheads of hand-building guitars in the USA are just way higher, and there's no escaping that. But let's also talk about materials. Both of these guitars are made out of a mahogany body and a maple top, but looking at the back here, they look totally different, so what gives? Well, fact is, there's different types of wood grown in various parts of the world being sold as mahogany these days. Gibson being Gibson are opting for high-grade sources as close to the original American woods as possible. On the Les Paul Classics, they both have a plain maple top. However, we can see on the Gibson here, it does show a bit more of the wood grain, and you've got that classic book match split down the middle. As for the fingerboard, the Epiphone is Indian laurel. That doesn't mean it's bad. The rosewood is just the more traditional choice, which also leads me to construction. These days, Gibsons are usually two-piece bodies, occasionally single-piece. With Epiphones, it's hard to know exactly without stripping the finish, but we can see a few seams here, so it's likely 3 or more pieces. The Epiphone actually has a veneer over the back to hide the multi-piece construction. Checking out the necks, the Gibson is a single piece, slim taper neck, whereas the Epiphone neck is multiple pieces, as we have a seam here at the heel and another seam up here at the headstock. In terms of hardware, Epiphone have really caught up in recent years. Both of these guitars feature Grover tuners, and although they do look quite similar, the Gibsons do look to be a little bit higher quality, and over the course of doing this demo, we found the Gibson to be a little bit more stable as well. The Epi features good quality CTS brand electronics, and both guitars feature in-house designed pickups. As we heard in the sound comparisons, there's a bit more definition and depth found in the Gibson Burst Bucket pickups, but these Alnico Pro pickups certainly do the job. The overall quality of the hardware on both guitars is quite good, but I would still say Gibson has the edge here. Everything feels just a bit nicer, and there's a higher quality of attention to detail. As for the finish, the Gibsons do feature a traditional nitro lacquer, whereas the Epiphones have the polyurethane finish typically found on more affordable guitars. One more thing, the Gibson does come with this really nice hard case to go with it to keep it safe in the long run. Epiphone do an incredible job of capturing that Gibson vibe in a guitar that's much more affordable and still retains a lot of the original character. But there's no escaping that the magical Gibson Les Paul cocktail is in the details, and here it's being slightly watered down. But whether those details matter to you and whether it's worth the significant price difference is up to you. It's still an awesome guitar and it can rock with the best of them. Of course, there's other practical factors to consider when you are deciding between these two guitars, like if you're going to take it on the road, resale value, and that kind of thing. But just remember, a video is no substitute for trying these things out, so get down to your local Mannys, give them a go, and see what you think. Thanks for watching the video, guys. I hope it's helped make your decision a little bit easier. If it's made it harder, I apologize. It's been really fun to shoot these things out, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you like and subscribe and all that kind of fun stuff, and we'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.